Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back from the ad break. You are still watching Prime Life. Now, Dr. Azgher joins us this evening to share his profound insights on his remarkable book called Bard'l Hajj, which delves into the emotional and spiritual journey of his Hajj experience through a beautiful and moving collection of poetry. Now, Doctor's background is as he's both a surgeon and an author, offers a very fascinating perspective on the transformative power of faith and the written word. Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah so much for joining us and welcome to Prime Life.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Very happy to be here and join you on your program.
Jazakallah so much. Now, before we begin, the title Bard'l Hajj is both intriguing and beautiful. Could you maybe explain the significance of this title and perhaps shed some light on the deeper meaning of Bard?
So sure. To start off with then, it's actually Bard'l Hajj. So I love words. And through poetic license, I call the book Bard'l Hajj or Bard'l Hajj. Bard being someone who tells long stories about the journey. I'm not saying I'm Shakespeare, I'm not. But it's that sort of oral tradition in a written form where you can continue stories, tell stories about an experience. So the Bard'l Hajj or Bard'l Hajj with the play on words is where this all came from.
That's very interesting. Now, what inspired you to turn your personal Hajj experience into a poetic memo?
So it wasn't really intended. We went 2 years ago, alhamdulillah, and we went with my wife and I went with the intention, and we made specific dua that we could understand the journey completely. So we'd been for Umrah before, and it's very easy to go on a journey like that and just do all the obligations fairly robotically. And I found myself admiring people who pleaded to Allah, who were crying in front of the Kaaba. But I didn't actually go through that. That was back on Umrah. Alhamdulillah, my du'as I felt still came true. But I wanted to experience every second of Hajj because it's an amazing once-in-a-lifetime journey. And I wanted to get the full benefit of the Hajj. And I made dua for this. And I started writing my thoughts down. The last day when we were in Medina before we went to Makkah, I wrote I was sitting there instructing the Sahabas what he went through when he was teaching them and how miraculously Islam spread from that area to the whole world. You know, that was a big moment for me. And the end of the last verse, I still said, if it is permission from Allah, I will pen a sequel, basically. So I wasn't intending back then to write a whole 40 poems about Hajj. But every day, alhamdulillah, I felt inspired. I was inspired by the place around me, so Medina or Makkah, the Kaaba. The people I met were simply amazing, and how they dealt with each other and behaved with each other. The purpose I thought about, why we're there, what we're doing there. And then afterwards, when we came back, I thought about lessons learned. So the poems are not divided, but they take those themes throughout the whole book.
And as you were obviously writing the poems, you mentioned that it was not your intention to obviously say that you're going there and you have intentions of writing a book. But take us through the moment when you actually realized that, okay, I've written so many poems, let's compile this and make it a book.
Yeah, so I shared it on the WhatsApp group of my fellow Hujjaj, and they all seemed to like it. And someone suggested to me to publish it, and I went ahead, and that took a bit of a while. But alhamdulillah, with the help of the book company, the publisher, we put this together. So a lot of hard work. The pictures are all mine from my phone, so nothing is very professional. But whenever I saw something inspirational, then I would take a picture, whether it was a person or a moment or a surrounding.
That's very beautiful. Now, the book itself, or in the book, you have managed to beautifully capture, many complexities and emotions of Hajj itself. How did you approach your writing process to ensure that your poems accurately conveyed the depth of your experience?
alhamdulillah, it just happens. And everything I write just comes out in rhyming couplets. So I apologize to people who don't like rhyming, but everything rhymes. But only afterwards that I felt that I'd gotten everything out from it that I wanted to. So I got everything out from the journey. Then I managed, alhamdulillah, to put it in pen to paper or finger to iPhone. And then I thought maybe this can help one other person, then I need to get this out there. So my first port of call was my wife. So everything went to the wife, and then went to Shuyukh back in Cape Town, Ismail Lont, who also wrote the forward, and then Sheikh Riyad Walls, and they also were, alhamdulillah, impressed. And because my wife felt the benefit, so the questions she was sitting pondering on that day, alhamdulillah, I would write something, and there her question would be answered. So the biggest moment was Mina. She was sitting there squashed in the tent like sardines, and she was also puzzling, why are we there? And I wrote the one called For the Sake of Allah. We've come this far. We've removed ourselves from our hotels, from our sort of lavish, few-star surroundings, and we all come to this one tent, and we all sit together in preparation for wukuf. So I wrote about the purpose, and then the prayers we need to make. I wrote about, you can't go to the wukuf unprepared or ill-prepared. Write things down. And so just to give you sort of a tone of what I wrote, I'll just do a few excerpts. So when it comes to dua, I said, pray for the past, the present, the future. Pray the Almighty provides a heavenly suture. Pray for the self, body, mind, and soul. Pray the Almighty keeps our five. Make zikr and durood in between, be persistent. Pray for those who have shown and taught us good. Pray even for the bad apples in the neighborhood. So that's the flow of the poems. And I tried to get the lessons that I was learning out, via these poems.
That is so beautiful. And let's talk about the impact that you are hoping this book will have on the readers, on the people that want to experience Hajj, people that will be embarking on their Hajj journey, and just also to Muslims, Muslims as a community at large.
So those who are post-Hajj want to reflect and reminisce, and those who have been before who want to now think back and relive it. So you can do it via photos. For me, it came out via words. There are people who are not going to be able to go. That's the reality, right? So I encourage all Hujjaj to come back and tell your stories. It's those little miracles that, the one thing that's really blew me away was that the little miracles each of us feels on Hajj, that is being touched by the unseen being Almighty Allah. So we as humans, we like to feel something, want to feel a book or something, or touch someone or an amulet. Where total belief in the unseen is actually quite difficult. So when you go on Hajj, you get touched by the Almighty Allah. Whether He's carrying you on your journey, we felt it was like a red carpet for us, every single day, no matter what we were going through. Small miracles. So for example, it was hot on the Wukuf, almost 50 degrees. And I made a small dua, oh Allah, please send us a wind, a breeze to cool us down. And I promise you, within 30 seconds, there was a breeze. And I thought to myself, wow, if the Almighty is answering my small du'as, I'm going to make all my big du'as again, and went to my whole list again. And lots of people tell you these stories. So if the Almighty touches us or if the unseen, Almighty Allah touches you physically, it's palpable on Hajj, then you think, actually, hey, He's actually been touching me or been in my life for the longest of time. So the things we put down to luck or fortune, that's not luck or fortune. That's Allah blessing you, in the course of your life. The Almighty challenges us also, but He blesses us a lot every time we can breathe, every heartbeat, every day we can walk and we can see, not be blind, not be crippled. Those are all signs of Allah helping us every single day. So this literally opened my mind we felt touched by Allah's hand, and it opened our eyes to, we were actually pretty blessed back at home already, but here it's focused because it's all you do is make dua, salah, and pray all day.
Mm. Now, doctor, in terms of your writing journey itself, or just writing, do you intend on ever writing on, other aspects of, Islam or the culture? And if yes, or, what can we expect from you in the next coming years?
So Alhamdulillah, I'm not an alim, so I won't be giving any Islamic teachings. I have written every day about Ramadan on my Instagram page, the Life Bard, B-A-R-D. So again, it's like the lifeguard, but it's the Life Bard, B-A-R-D. I said I challenged myself last year to write every single day for Ramadan 3 verses. I've been on a recent trip overseas, alhamdulillah, and I managed to write about the experiences over there. So nothing is fixed. Whenever something inspires me or I get an emotion and I feel I want to share or write down, then I write. So even now, I've got family members. My sister-in-law is returning from Hajj within the next 24 hours. So I knew what they'd been through, so I wrote something for them. And if you don't mind, I can share this with you.
Mm-hmm. Please do.
Yeah. So it's just 3 verses. Hajj Makbul, Hajj Mabrur, Nasima, and Mubin. We await your return from a destination supreme, a journey like no other, a life-changing few weeks. May your nur radiate brightly, and may it be for keeps. It was a journey requiring physical effort and a period of inconvenience, but in the end, a spiritually uplifting inner being experience. Like we did, I'm sure you felt the hand of the Almighty, the unseen. Remember those moments. Then recognize that in your daily life, He has always been. Have a safe journey back, inshallah. Take care of your things. From now, you will not need Red Bull to give you your wings. You have felt the presence of the Almighty in all His glory. Now, return home and to others spread your amazing story.
Mashallah, that is so beautiful. I was actually about, before letting you go, I was about to ask you to share with us one of your favorite poems that you have written in the book. So I don't know if you are willing to do that before we let you go also.
Yes, I'll do one short one.
Mm-hmm.
It's called The Blind Who Lead. Remember I spoke about unseen and seeing, the blind who lead. I see this man on Tawaf, but he cannot see me. He walks with a tapping stick. He is as blind as can be. No guide to lead him. Wait, that's not true. Allah is guiding him, so he probably sees more than me and you. Be thankful for sight, for it can suddenly blight. Be thankful for hearing, sometimes it's disappearing. Be thankful for taste, else food tastes of waste. Be thankful for touch and treasure your limbs very much. Wherever I look, some less fortunate, others more. We all have our challenges, rich or poor. Be thankful always, I'll tell you why. Always think, there, but for the grace of God, go I.
Mashallah, that is so beautiful, and I could listen to these poems the whole day, but unfortunately we have run out of time. But may Allah continue to give you the strength to write more beautiful things about His deen, about your journey also, and so that people that are intending to go for Hajj can read through these moments and know exactly what to anticipate, what to expect. But I think it would also change and shift their perspective and expectations on the Hajj experience. So Jazakallah so much, Doctor, for sharing your journey with us.
Barakallah. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Viewers at home, that was such a beautiful conversation that I just had with Doctor regarding his book called Bard'l Hajj, which is a collection of, poems that he wrote during his Hajj experience, and now he has made them or turned it into a book, and he read some of the beautiful poems for us. I hope you enjoyed every bit of it as I have enjoyed it, but without wasting any time, let's go to a quick ad break. We'll see you right after this.